Hey Cancer, welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your November 2025 reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Check out your placements to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, Cancer, feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them, take what applies, and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading, so it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. All right, Cancer. I just saw the King of Cups. Oh, and the Lovers. You could be dealing with another water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That could just be your energy. Gemini showed up with a Lover's card. Oh, and the Death card, Scorpio. What else? Knight of Wands. Oh, for some of you, you might be turning your back on something, or that is just the energy of it. All right, overall, you have the Two of Pentacles. Maybe there's a lot going on with this Two of Pentacles because it is a card of juggling. It is of trying to keep things afloat. Currently, the Sun card, Leo energy. This is clarity, happiness, a new beginning. Can also represent children, childlike energy. The challenge is the Nine of Wands, feeling exhausted, tired, wounded. Ace of Swords is in the foundation. That definitely ties in with the Sun card. That's clarity, truth. In the past, Six of Pentacles, an energy of giving. On your mind, you have the Three of Wands, expectations or waiting. Hold on, let me move my leg. And King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra is your outcome. All right, so let's take a look at what is this Two of Pentacles for you. What is the Two of Pentacles? You could have your eye on somebody or somebody is watching you. Ten of Wands, a burden. There's Cancer energy with the Chariot. And, oh, the Ten of Pentacles. Two tens. There's the Knight of Wands. So these two tens can represent a closing off of a cycle of some sort, or a finality of something, or you've reached a certain point. There could be some sort of issue in regards to family or your long-term stability, wealth. Ten of Pentacles to me in particular can also represent loyalty. Notice the dog and the guy, man's best friend. This could have to do with work for some. 10 and 2, there's an 8 of Pentacles there. Or something you're working on. For some of you, you might need to take a break, like a vacation or some time off. But for some of you, maybe spending time with family. Because I keep getting drawn to, I don't know what this thing is called, this medical symbol. Let's keep going. Why is the Sun card here? Oh, Seven of Swords. Maybe something was hidden, came to light. 10 of Cups, Justice, Libra energy. 5 of Swords, 3 of Cups at the bottom. For some of you, you found out the truth of a situation, of a long-term situation, maybe perhaps a relationship with that 10 of Cups. Maybe there was a situation that you didn't trust. There could be some sort of comeback around that you're looking at and you're like, do I trust this? Do I not? Why is the Nine of Wands the challenge? Did something just fall? Three of Swords, the Tower, High Priestess. There could be a break in communication or some sort of silence with this High Priestess. Clearly there's some sort of pain. Something has fallen apart, or like I said, a sudden realization of something. Either your intuition picked up on something. For some of you, you're starting to realize that somebody just isn't capable of giving you what it is that you're looking for. And that's why it's becoming a heavy burden. Maybe you feel like you're the only one putting effort. And a lot of the times that's not the case, because you can say, oh, I'm the only one putting in effort, and the other person also feels the same way. But you guys are just not at the same level of effort or of giving. You know, they're 80%, and let's say you're giving 80%, let's say they're giving 80%, but their 80% to you looks like 40%. You know what I mean? There could have been something that has occurred where I get like a sense of a realization. Something was made clear. And that has made you kind of step away or like take back your energy. For some of you, there could have been some sort of third party involved. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Hey, Britt. Four of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. So in the foundation, there could have been some sort of break or a healing period, keeping to oneself, holding on to, you know, what you can for yourself. But then after that, there was some sort of movement or messages or something was made clear to you. Or for some of you, it's somebody you're dealing with. I also get a sense of like feeling like something isn't balancing out or isn't working out, and you either feel that it's sabotaging you, or somebody feels like they're self-sabotaging a situation that is the Ten of Cups, that is actually harmonious, that is actually something that's long-lasting. Why is the Six of Pentacles in the past? Two of Swords, Five of Wands, Two of Wands. Okay, so Seven of Swords. Eek. So in the past, obviously that's where it all happened, where either there was a lack of communication, or you felt like you were at a stalemate with something because of whatever happened. Somebody sabotaging it, or lack of trust, or there was just petty energy, some sort of conflict. And with that in the past, the Two of Wands, this is about making a decision. This is looking out into the future and seeing, right? Seeing the overall picture and making a decision from that. I think in the past you still kept giving to something. Why is the Three of Wands on your mind? The Star, Aquarius, Devil, Capricorn, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles at the bottom. Why is the Devil here? The Hanged Man. For some of you, you are waiting on What is the Ace of Pentacles? Like, it keeps you stuck. You're hoping for something. Knight of Swords, either for this reconciliation, for this person to offer you a solid commitment, or to express how they feel, or to clear up the confusion. Queen of Wands. For some of you, it's just to take action so you could feel, I don't know, for some of you, it's so you could feel wanted, so you could feel secure. Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Six of Cups. But at the same time, I think what's on your mind, like this waiting period, is almost like a contradiction. All right, you would like to heal whatever this situation is, even though you know it's a little on the toxic side. For some of you, feeling that it's difficult to let it go. And wanting something solid out of whatever this is. For some of you, this does not have to do with love. This has to do with, I don't know, like a job or your business or the way you get money. Or maybe for some of you, it's like inheritance or something like this. Why is the King of Swords here? Knight of Pentacles, slow. Queen of Swords now. And there's the Judgment. Six of Wands at the bottom. I feel like if anything is coming towards you, you're definitely not looking at it with rose-colored glasses. You might be a little on the colder side. And this could even be, if this is involving another person, it could be both of you. Although deep down inside, right? The masculine energy, although is being represented as the King of Swords, deep down, he's the King of Wands. Still attracted, still wanting this. Page of Cups, an apology, an expression of some sort of emotion. For some, if it doesn't have to do with love, some sort of good news. And then the Queen of Cups. Right? Turning from the Queen of Swords, deep down is the Queen of Cups. Could be your energy. This is one who's open. Look, lovers. So perhaps some of you would like to move forward from heaviness, from difficulty, from a burden, and have something that feels super secure, but it just doesn't. For some of you, it feels like a seesaw. Ten of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Cups. Somebody could be thinking that this is over. Ten of Swords is also, to me, a card of just like suffering. And then the Wheel of Fortune is things turning for the better. But then you have the Five of Cups. Somebody feeling a sense of regret, of sadness, an inability to cross the bridge type of thing. There is kind of like this back and forth energy, I feel like. Kind of like, yeah, but no. Yeah, I guess it's lack of trust, we can say. But your outcome, I feel like, even if somebody is acting cold, even if this is both you and this person, or this is you towards the situation, deep down there's this, still this, the feelings that were once there are still there kind of thing. What is this? Eight of Pentacles. Which is about putting in work, putting in effort, being focused on something, looking at all of the details. Two of Swords. These cards already came out. So I feel like there's an internal conflict as well of picking this or that, of making a decision, and it's something that's long-term, related to long-term, or the decision will be something that's long-term. And for some of you, some of this has already happened, but you're skeptical, or is this enough? What else do I have to learn? Kind of thing. For some of you, looking at it in a spiritual perspective. All right, let's take out the Rebel deck. Unfiltered messages. What do you need to hear? As well as a card for advice and clarity. So let's do the unfiltered messages first. For you, Cancer. What does Cancer need to hear? I'm going to block out the bad words, because even though I don't have an issue with the bad words, some people do, and I honestly don't want to get flagged. All right, don't talk to anyone. Don't look at anyone. You need some effing time alone, and you know why. So with this card, and for you in particular, it's not that I think you shouldn't talk to anyone, you shouldn't look at anyone. I think you're already in the energy of how do I explain it? I don't know if it's looking out for you, but there's more of a focus on you as opposed to before Six of Pentacles, where you just kept giving. And there wasn't a balanced, equal give and take. Next, detox. Drink a smoothie, unfriend that a-hole, and throw some ish out. So it's, like I said, this is you taking care of you. And then you have a Thunderbolt. Figure ish out on your own. All right, so with these three messages, I strongly feel that this is just kind of like confirming that if you are on the path of, all right, well, I need to do for me what I need to do, but not in a way that's like completely disregarding everyone else or just kicking everyone else to the curb. It's not that type of thing. It's a balanced energy where there's this recognition of, well, I have been giving a lot of my time and energy to something that, well, isn't giving back the same, or at least according to what you need. So the example that I gave before, whether it's a person, whether it's a job, whatever your situation is, if you feel you are giving 80% and the external environment or person believes that they're giving the same, but for you, you're not receiving it, then you're going to have to, what you have been doing, taking a bit of a step back and kind of like filling in the spots that you're missing, but not, oh, because I feel bad, or, oh, because I can make up for it and it's okay. No, not because of that, but so that you don't sit there, and I'm not saying that you do this, but I'm just trying to describe the energy, so that you don't sit there and wallow, woe is me, I'm always the one doing this. No, don't give yourself that opportunity to sit in that energy. I mean, let it come and go, because obviously it's going to show up, right? We're not here singing Kumbaya, my Lord, and thinking that everything is cupcakes and rainbows. The reality is that, yes, there are sufferings, and yes, there are things that we don't like. However, we don't need to sit in that energy of woe is me for a long period of time. And I think, Cancer, that is something that you've been starting to realize. Like, I need to pick myself up. I can't just constantly expect other people to be like me or to do what I need, because there will be other people who will align to that energy and give you what it is that you're looking for, energetically, emotionally, whatever. If it's like, I don't know, you have a business and you're needing more clients. Woe is me, I don't have more clients. Okay, well, how about you sit in the energy of, I will, I'm going to trust it's going to happen. This is not forever. Maybe I can do this, or just simply just trust that it's going to work out for you. And then little by little, it does happen. And I'm saying little by little because you did have the Knight of Pentacles show up a few times, and that is a slow moving energy. However, it is very steady. So you're needing to give yourself that steadiness, that grounded energy, that stable energy, and whatever else externally is providing that for you as well, fantastic. But if it's not, then you're like, whatever, I'm going to keep doing what I need to do for myself. All right, let's take out the Oracle deck for advice and clarity. All right, so let's get a card for Cancer. What is the advice for Cancer? Destiny. Okie dokie, Cancer. Destiny. Together we are stronger than alone. Black and white are in heaven yet again, waiting to go back to Earth to complete their work. When they meet and fall in love, they learn that they will not be together on Earth. In previous lives, their love was ill-fated. They appealed to the council of great spirits who turned down their request to be together. But the great servant appears and grants their wish. Together they accomplish greater things than they could have done alone. Take a risk. Dare to have your life the way you decide. Are you willing to make sacrifices to have what you desire? What tools do I need to form my own destiny? Am I ready for my destiny? Keywords: love, pathway, faith, true love, taking a stand, positive omen, radical thinking, deep satisfaction, and ability to change. I rarely read this little meditation part, so here's what it looks like when I'm reading. I read the story, and then, what does that say? Inspiration, and then personal inquiry, and then at the bottom there's a meditation. And for whatever reason, I just feel called to read it. It says, recall a time when you fought for something you believed in and won. Allow the feeling of triumph to filter through your body. See yourself before the great council of spirits. Make a request. They will grant it if it's for the highest good of all. They tell you their decision. Thank the spirits for their wise counsel. Relax in knowing that the council will confer with great servant for you. You are welcome to go before the council anytime. So I feel like this, recall a time when you fought for something you believed in and won. That feeling, right? Because it's saying to allow that to filter through your body, to feel that. That feeling is just going to help you align to feeling like what it is you're truly, like what you're holding on to, what you just believe in, and feeling that winning feeling. You're going to align to that. All right, let's keep reading the Destiny card. Black is the shade that demands to be taken seriously as it absorbs all colors. Black emits the warm, powerful energy of the protector. Unlike black, white is isolated. Together they balance and create. You will be guided by your angels to do what is best for you and all concerned. So this Destiny card, especially if it's about a relationship, it's really pointing out that two people could be different, but they could also be the same, right? Because one end of the spectrum, black, the other end is white. And the similarities there are that these are the both things. One is at the end and the other is at the other end. So there's a similarity there. The similarity is that they both have to do with light. One is no light, the other is light. And then there's differences, obviously. the way we see the hue or the color of it, what it represents. But either way, together they balance each other out. For some of you, you're dealing with a relationship that you feel so heavily tied to and guided to be a part of. And are we back? Yes, we are reconnected. Sometimes when we do too much, when we tolerate, when we're trying to make the other person's life easy, and don't get me wrong, when you're together with a person, life is supposed to be a little bit easier because you have a partner who cares about you, and they're going to take care of certain things for you as well. But when we're constantly doing something for someone and they're not doing for themselves, like you can clearly see it, you're hindering their own growth. So, Cancer, I'm going to leave it there. If you resonated with the reading or you have something to say, please comment down below. Hit the like button if this resonated, if you liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will check you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.